Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are here for the very first time, hi there, I am Shrestha. So tell me guys, how are you doing? Let me know in the comment box below how are you guys really doing. And in today's video, we are going to talk about my experience of trying out audiobooks. So yes, I did try audiobooks few months back for the very first time, and I wanted to share my experience with you guys and also some pros and cons I thought of, using audiobooks. So if you would like to know more about it, keep on watching. On to this video, I have a special shout out for Joartness. It's an Instagram page and it's been handled by Chomsy. She's the creator of that page and she creates such beautiful handcrafted stuff, some special stuff going on for Rakhi as well, some Rakhi hampers. So guys, go and check out her page. If you would like a shout out in my next video, all you have to do is comment on this YouTube video, or you can tag me in one of your stories on Instagram. My Instagram handle is thismythad.tmh and I would love to give you a shout out. This is my little way to show how grateful I am for all the love and support I get from you people out there.
So thank you guys, and now coming back to this video.
Very first audiobook I tried was The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning by
Margareta Magnusson,
and it was read by Juliet Stevenson. So the app I tried was Storytel, and there was a free trial for 15 days. That's when I tried it. I won't say it was like a very good option being here in UK, because most of the book titles were not available here. But if it had been any other country mentioned in Storytel, or India itself, if it had been India, there are thousands of good books in that, and there are localized market collections as well. So obviously it is a good app, but I think here trying out here was not a good option. But anyway, since I already had a free trial of it and I wanted to try, I did try it. And apart from that, another very good platform you can use is Audible. It's from Amazon, as some of you guys must know about it. So Audible is from Amazon, and that is a better option, and it will work almost in any country, I believe. So you can try Amazon Audible if you want to try audiobooks. Now coming back to Storytel, I did get the opportunity to try out 3 books. So now let's just get started with my experience about it and what do I think is the pros and cons of the audiobooks. So first thing first, let's talk about my experience. Now in a lot of terms, I am very old school, and I still believe in notebooks, journals, pens. And even though we are so advanced in technology, I still like to sit with my book. I still like to read it. I still like to write things down, scribble things down. So even ebooks or Kindle books was like something I'm not really fond of, even though I know all the benefits of it, and I am trying to read one ebook every now and then so that I can really get into the habit of reading from. Obviously I can save some space, I can read more books. Yes, this was my basic thinking behind it. So everyone really raves about audiobooks, especially the people who have tried it, and I really wanted to try as well, and that's the very reason I went ahead and I tried my very first book. You just play it as simple as that on the app and you can listen to the audiobook. So my experience, I have a clip I recorded the very day I finished that book, and I will put the clip next. So I tried audiobooks for the very first time, and today is day 1. It was a 3-hour audiobook, and it was quite a light book, I believe, and it was really easy to follow. And in fact, while listening to the book, I did all the household chores. I was cooking, I was doing the dishes, and I really enjoyed the experience. It kind of felt like a bit cheating, because when you read the books, you have to give them your full attention. You can't multitask, and with audiobooks, it's like big advantage you can. But what I'm really interested to see is what happens if it's like a heavy self-help book, I'm just speculating. I am not sure yet. Day 1, one book already completed, and I am actually pretty happy and amazed by it. So the next book I tried was Ikigai, and Ikigai is a 7.5-hour audiobook, and this book required all my attention. I just couldn't multitask and then listen to this audiobook. So from there I could realize, you know, the differences between certain books and the amount of attention and concentration it requires from a person. Obviously it can differ from person to person, and obviously it is very individualistic decision, but that really made me help to realize some pros and cons of audiobooks. Now I would like to talk about some pros of audiobooks, and I have my notes down all written here so that we don't miss any point. So number one, so when you hear an audiobook, it's mostly like a narration of a story, right? Now when it's like a storytelling kind of a book and there are some kind of stories going on and that's what you're hearing, it's amazing. You will grasp more and you will be more interested because it's like a story going on, right? So the storytelling part is more capturing and interesting to hear. 2, you get to hear more book. It's very obvious you get to hear and finish a lot more books than you would when you're just, you know, reading them one by one. So that's like definitely the biggest pro of trying audiobooks, that you can finish more books. 3, you can multitask and hear audiobooks. But a side note here, guys, like I said, my first book was quite an easy audiobook and it was very easy to follow, so I was kind of multitasking. And in those circumstances where you cannot read, like when you're doing something in the kitchen, you're cooking or doing the dishes or commuting from one place to the other, or maybe going out for a walk, in these cases reading a book is not an option, but listening to an audiobook is, and that is how you can actually enjoy a book while doing these activities. But if it's a book which requires a lot of attention, which requires your complete concentration, I don't think you can multitask at that point. So it really depends upon the activities you're multitasking, the book you're reading, and also how much do you understand from listening to the book and how much would you like to actually go through the book. So for example, in Ikigai, when I was hearing to that book, I also had the ebook with me. I had purchased ebook as well. So in certain chapters I preferred listening to the book and also going through the ebook simultaneously. That way I could understand the, you know, the whole context and the chapters better. So that is definitely a very personal experience. I really don't know how it would go on with other people out there, but that was what I realized. Number 4, you can be more productive. Obviously, if you can multitask and listen to the books, it is kind of a plus point. You can be more productive in the time given. So definitely that was one of the biggest thing I liked while I was listening to the audiobooks. 5, and of course it's environment friendly because you are actually not printing the books out, you're just hearing them, so definitely environment friendly. And also if you look at it in a different light, then it's saving you some space as well. It's not decluttering your house. You just listen to the books, and if you really love some book and you want to have a copy of it, you can definitely go and buy it. Other than that, you're just saving some space and perhaps some money as well. So it really depends upon from platform to platform. But like I was saying, as far as it goes for Storytel, there is a monthly subscription. I think for Audible as well, there is a monthly subscription, and then you can hear whatever audiobook you fancy. So these were my pros, and now I would like to talk about some cons of audiobooks. Number 1, now I know it may sound a bit vain and bothersome. So what if you don't like the tone and the voice of the narrator? Have you given it a thought? I know it sounds very stupid, but it can be a point for few people out there. 2, also it is a very personal and individual preference, but for me, when I read something and if I can scribble some notes, especially when it comes to self-help books, I grasp the information more. So if I just listen to some self-help books, it won't be that helpful for me. So it really depends from person to person here. But like I said, I'm a bit old school. I like to scribble few things out, and that's how I really grasp the information more. And when both of these techniques are combined together, like I'm listening to something and I can also read it, like I did with the book Ikigai, the retention of that content really increases for me. So obviously it can be another option where you can combine two techniques together, but like I said, it can be cumbersome, it can be, you know, again a lot of time taking for few people, so I don't know how it will work for others, but yes. 3. And like I said, some concepts you can just not understand by just hearing them out. Like in Ikigai, there were few chapters where they were explaining few exercises, and when you would just hear them out, and different words which were of, you know, maybe a Mandarin origin, you just don't quickly grasp it. You would like to see them and then hear them, and then you will understand better. But it can again depend upon your previous knowledge. For example, one chapter talked about different exercises, and when they were talking about sun salutations and yoga, I was hearing it out and I knew what they were talking about exactly, because I know sun salutations, I know yoga, but there were other different exercises of different countries they were talking about, and I could really not completely grasp it. And when I saw the ebook, I saw a few diagrams of those exercises, and then it made better sense to me. So it really depends upon the book. Like I said, depends upon its format, whether it's like a storytelling format. Of course, if it's storytelling, I can say for sure you will follow very easily and you will enjoy it, and definitely it will be, you know, time saving. So here comes my recommendation, whether I will recommend an audiobook or not. So the answer is yes, guys. Definitely I would urge you to go and try an audiobook for yourself. Try and test it and see how you feel about it. Like I said, some titles, some books are very easy to follow, are a delight to listen to, and some will take your full attention, and perhaps like an ebook along with it or another book along with it. I don't know, it really depends to person, and to know that whether it's working for you or not, I would urge you to go ahead and try an audiobook for yourself. For me personally, I think I enjoy reading books, and nothing will surpass that. I would always like to sit with my book and enjoy it and read it and feel the paper and all those old school things. But definitely once in a while, I do like to indulge in an audiobook, or I like to read an ebook, and there are good options out there which gives you this opportunity. Even Apple Books have audiobooks in them, so you can try it out there as well, but you have to purchase every audiobook you like to try. So that is that, and I hope this really helps you guys. So guys, that's all from my side. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it would be helpful for you to decide for yourself that whether you should go and listen to an audiobook or not. And if you like this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also hit the little bell icon next to it so that you can be updated with all my latest videos. Until then guys, take care and meet you next Thursday. Bye bye.